Good morning. Kitchen and laundry cabinets. This is a specialist field, and I've put together some resources. And if we just read the little bit of the spiel down the bottom here, um, basically, number one, Eric Addis, who was a senior lecturer for TAFE for many years, uh, basically gave me the this information so that I could put it into the course. And the good thing about it, it gives you the how to, first of all, put your cabinets together. And there's a couple of really good resources that we could actually have a look at. And so, manufacturing joinery components, courtesy of Eric Ellis. The following pages are relevant to pricing and cabinet componentry. So, the kitchen types. There's a link and pages 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are really informative. There's also another PowerPoint which on page 21, 22, 52, and 53 gives you some simple drawings regarding cabinet types. Now, this is a specialist field. Yeah, you guys will not be actually working this out. Um, it's huge. And so I made the decision years ago not to actually bring that into case. Now, there is a folder above this section around about here, and you can click on that and all of the links to there. So for your digital library, you can grab that and put that information in there. So there are details around how to actually measure, how to actually put cabinets together, how to level cabinets. There's a lot of practical application here, but the other thing about it is it's fantastic to know all that stuff so that then you have an idea how you would actually put this together. Okay, because if we don't know that, and we're just flying blind. Now, a couple of the lecturers that have now retired, Colin Barnett was specialised in actual joinery and cabinetry and cabinet making right across the industry, and so he had done that for years, and so he was another one. And we tend to lose a bit of that nowadays, but it is a specialist field, but the resources are there for you to actually have a look at. If it's at the expense of you not finishing the unit, I suggest you just put this aside for a rainy day, and you can actually have a look at it. And the resources are there, but by all means, make sure you open it. And the moment you open it and you download the files to have a look, save the files to your digital library, and there's some valuable information. For example, nowadays all board is now done with whiteboard, usually 16 millimeter um, uh, whiteboard and edged. Usually nowadays you get a classier edge. There's sort of like a 2.5 mil thick edging rather than the iron-on edging. When I learnt kitchen cabinets 50 years ago, it was basically 42 by 19 timber and all put together like a little skeleton frame, and then on that skeleton frame you would actually nail all the pieces on. Extremely crude, but some of our very early cabinetry was like that, and it could look fantastic. Um, that's kitchens. And so that's as much as I'm going to share with you about that. When you get to the spreadsheet and underneath kitchens and cabinetry, you will actually find the whole unit has already been filled out, and there's a heap of information just in you looking at the prices alone. Now, I did not update those prices, so those prices have been static for several years, but the information is still relative. And so it is possible to actually quote cabinetry per lineal meter. And the last time I did that would be at least 15 or 16 over 16 years ago, and it was somewhere between $400 and $700 a linear meter. And so you can imagine a kitchen like we have, where we've got a 2.4 wall, we've got around about the same, the opposite direction, and then a wing wall. So let's just say it was 8 meters, and there would be just 5.5 grand just for the carcasses. Then you've got what you want to do with the doors, whether you want timber doors, whether you want, um, you know, there's just so many different, and this is the reason that I didn't get into that, because it's just massive and it ends up with a great big train wreck. So that's all I have for kitchen and laundry cabinets. The next video will be on painting. Okay, thank you very much.